Hello everybody, Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be continuing my weekly or bi-weekly series of informative videos designed to educate on different varieties and errors that could make your coins end up being worth more money than their face value. Today we're going to be looking at the 1956 nickel. I have one in my hand right here, and this coin is not an error, but there are a bunch of errors out there. There's at least 3 different ones that we're going to be going over today, and they're definitely going to all be worth more than 5 cents. So I encourage you to stick around and educate yourself so that if you ever come across one of the errors, you'll be able to recognize it and identify it. So here's the coin that is not an actual double, but we're going to be just explaining kind of what's going on. The first is a 1956 proof. So this is not a proof coin, but if it was a proof, you could find a double die obverse. It's a pretty little known error and not too much interest surrounding it, but I'll get into that more in the presentation. And then there are 2 different errors on the back. They're also doubling errors, but this one is they're more severe than doubling. So one of them is the triple die reverse, and the other is the quadruple die reverse, but you can find the doubling in the E pluribus unum, as well as in America, and again, more information in the presentation. Alright, so for our 3 different 1956 nickels that we're going to be covering, we are going to be doing the quadruple die obverse first. I hadn't really seen any quadruple die coins before, but this was an error. As you can see, there's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, just a ton of strikes. It is pretty difficult to delineate, but you can definitely see that you have more than just a double die, and I'll get to more about that in a second. But the values on this are going to be between $25 in MS60 to $75 in 63 and up to $150 in MS65. And to go along with the quadruple die error, there's also a second variety, which is the triple die. And this has the same values of $25, $75, $150 involved there. So 1, 2, 3, and that's just kind of how this coin will be presented. Not too obvious. It's difficult to see in this picture. This is a triple die coin. You really have to get close and take a look. So it can be difficult to attribute if it's not in that good of a grade. But it's most evident in the letters of United States of America and E pluribus unum. And then our third error is in a cherry picker's book, but it's a super difficult one to attribute, and it's not super sought after. There's a lot of different proof 1956 double dies, and this one you can tell the most because of its doubling in the eye. It's a really apparent. Normally you wouldn't have this kind of block out like that in the eye. And the doubling should be evident on all letters of In God We Trust, maybe a little bit up there, but it's kind of difficult to see. And this is going to become not a cherry picker's variety anymore. They're taking it out of the book, but I did think that would be worth mentioning because it's definitely worth more than the regular proof. So take a special look to see if your 56 proof have the doubling, which is very apparent in the eye. So with that being said, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on some of my other videos.